Budweiser, you created a monster, and they call him Frankenstein. And the tavern down the street is the laboratory where he makes the transformation all the time. And a shine of Dr. Bud.
Oh, I have two chats going at once. That's not necessary. Let me fix that. Hi everyone, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Welcome back. Hope you had a good week. That was a bad week for me to not have antidepressants. Anyway, we're back. Past is in the past. Welcome back to the stream where we're talking about VHS stuff and really weird, forgotten nonsense. So how's it going? We are on a hype train, which is awesome. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it, considering all the time off I had to take for mental health reasons. Let's see what I missed in the chat so far. Oh, I unplugged my headphones. One sec. Annie McKean, thanks for 17 months, says, happy weekend, Hannah. Is it the weekend? I don't know what day of the week it is. What day of the week is it? No, today's... Oh, it's Saturday. You're right. History Chick, thanks for 34 months. DM Trey with 45 months says, the dawn of my 5th stream spawn. Annie McKean with 100 bits. Starry Beauty with 17 says, one more month until dank-ass baby gets a sibling. Sorry, I actually gotta put the sub counter back up. Sorry. Is that the correct one? No. Is it this one? There it is. Starry Beauty with gifting 2 tier subs after your renewed subscription. Thank you very much. Terradona gifting 2 tier 1 subs. DM Trey, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Who's your friend with 5,000 bits? Jesus says, every day's a great day for a Hannah Reloaded, or for Hannah Reloaded content. Fennikagami with 25 months says, the triumphant return of the Tinfoil Queen, and on my 25th sub anniversary. Nice. Very nice indeed. Nemesaur, thank you for coming in clutch with 20 tier 1 subs. I appreciate you very much. Glad to see you. Annie McKean with 5 tier 1 subs. Altered Undying with 40 bits says, Hannah's back. Biddies. PK the Lost, thanks for 38 months, says, we missed you, Hannah. Me too. J. Rodimus, thanks for 26 months, says, Jesus, why did I deadass think a few days ago my sub was still just over a year and not, 2? Space is warped and time is bendable. Clockwork Van says, howdy, howdy, howdy. Playing some games with friends, but I'm so glad to see Hannah back on. I'm glad to be back. It's been rough, but we're fine. we're, you know, adults and going to continue our job. So the package should be at the P.O. box today. Cool. Good to know. Briar Rose says, "Hey Hannah, glad to see you. I'm getting excited, anxious, as I have a first consult for bottom surgery this Wednesday." Fuck yes. Good for you. That's nice. All right, let's finish up the Sylvester Stallone clip, and we got a lot of stuff today. I don't know how long the stream is gonna go. Normally I go at least like 3 hours or so. Don't know if I'm gonna make that today, but I'll go as long as I can. We'll watch some fun stuff.
Of monster blood, and it does affect me different every time.
Why wasn't any of the Rocky movies musicals? His pipes are beautiful.
But Wiser, you created a monster, and they call me Frankenstein. And they call me Frankenstein, yeah.
How was this made? It's part of a movie? This is a movie he was in with Dolly Parton.
Frankenstein.
He's not being dubbed! That sounds just like Sylvester Stallone. If you asked me what does Sylvester Stallone sound like when he sings, I would say like that.
I'm drinking Stein. I'm drinking.
There already was a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Tell you how good you look in that suit. That suit is you.
But,
Oh, you done good, Nick, really. I'm proud of you.
DM Trey, thanks for gifting 2 tier 1 subs.
Just shut up.
I think I hate you.
That was great, Sylvester. Thank you. Appreciate it. Will we be covering the Taylor Swift conspiracy on Tinfoil Tuesday? Oh, yeah. For those who haven't seen, because of course we missed like Tinfoil Tuesday last time, the right is obsessed with tinfoil, or obsessed with, sorry, they are obsessed with tinfoil, as am I, for a different reason. But, they're obsessed with Taylor Swift currently. They were already, but they're really pissed off now because her boyfriend, I guess, is in the Super Bowl, and, they think it's a psyop for some reason, as if Taylor Swift didn't already have millions of fans that she could access via her social media. Apparently, they need to fake the results of the Super Bowl in order to bolster her platform to allow her to convince young women to vote for Joe Biden instead of Trump. It doesn't make a ton of sense. They're just mad. They're just mad. Stakem, thanks for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Minute left on the hype train. Crazy hype train also. Your birthday's on Tuesdays. Have you conspiracy about birthdays? I can look. You should send me a message to remind me. But, like, birthday conspiracy, that's gotta be a thing, right? There's a lot of conspiracies out there. Someone must have made a stupid YouTube video about why birthdays are a psyop or something. How do you know that was the date of your birth? Were you there? Starry Night, thanks for 6 months. How you doing? You'd think Stromboli, that's why they don't like her, I think. I think that's one of the reasons, is because she's like a blonde, traditionally, like, attractive woman who is not promoting gross, like, white genocide conspiracy narratives. I think that pisses them off. You leap year birthday conspiracy? Like someone shanghaiing someone into a life of piracy, and they're in a contract that they can leave on their 18th birthday, only to find that their birthday is technically on a leap day, so therefore they won't actually be out of contract legally for decades. You're fine, Spooky. Thank you for that hype train, everyone. I appreciate it.
All the devices.
You were worried I was never going to come back? It's still marginal. We'll see. We'll see how this all continues to go.
Have one thing in common. They're controlled by miniature electronic networks.
I know this guy. He's a captain.
so small.
Fenakagami says there absolutely would be narratives about how birthdays are satanic, especially because your birthday is the most important day of the year in Satanism. Is that true? Is that a thing? Are you saying that is the thing that they would say? Because either sounds right to me.
Their anatomy cannot be seen by the naked eye. I'm talking about a fantastic new generation of microelectronics, like this tiny chip. There was a time when philosophers argued the question of how many angels might fit on the head of a pin, defying the laws of physics and reason. Well, today, if we take the liberty of equating angels with transistors, we can make a case for the existence of a modern kind of miracle, like fitting 7,000 transistors on one insignificant chip. In fact, by the time you hear me say this, that number will seem too modest.
I get it. It's just William Shatner, popular actor at the time, doing a promo thing. I don't know if this is for a specific company or if it's just general industry, like, look at the new technology type shit, but it's interesting.
Imagine being able to store the entire contents of an encyclopedia, the languages of
A whole encyclopedia? I think you're smoking crack, Kirk, okay?
all the people on Earth, to make 1,000 decisions, all in the blink of an eye.
Oh god, we missed the Elon thing too. We missed that they reportedly put the brain thing, the chip, the Neuralink in a person. My understanding is this went into someone who has mobility issues and they can't really operate like computers, like you or I would with a mouse or something, so the idea is that they will be able to use the thing. I hope that's the case. I really, 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 really hope that they're okay, at minimum, because I heard a lot of test monkeys died. Science only moves forward with heaps. Seriously though, scary. Scary, scary, scary.
All that power exists in silicon crystal, this man-made ingot, whose basic ingredient is found in ordinary sand, next to oxygen, the most common ingredient on Earth. The secret of turning sand...
Whatever. No. Benekagami says, no really, in Satanism, your birthday is supposed to be the most important day of the year because Satanism celebrates the self and your own personal freedom. Makes sense.
And to silicon crystal, then to those incredible electronic miniatures called chips, is available to anyone
How did they start calling microchips chips?
today.
Actual question. Where they're just like, this looks like a chip.
All you need
Like, why-
are the best engineering brains.
Why?
And people who are willing to risk tens of millions of dollars to finance this technology, building layer on layer of personality. Family radio had been doing the same thing. Our everyday way of living, just as...
There were a lot of weird scam videos in the 80s. Here's one of them. Well, that's very blue.
We call this tape video aspirin, and you'll see that you'll be able to stop the pain and tension associated with headaches in most cases, and you'll do it the natural way, without drugs.
Video aspirin is a series of techniques I've researched.
So to be fair, technically relaxation techniques, if you are having a tension headache or something, could maybe help. But in reality, they just wanted to sell people a tape that said video aspirin on it, and I guess they did, because we're watching it now, so Someone bought it.
Researched and developed over the years for myself
Head-on, apply directly to the forehead. Head-on, apply directly to the forehead.
and my clients.
Just rub the
And what
tape.
I've discovered is this. Your body can be a great teacher if you're willing to learn. You'll find it more rewarding and more energizing to create solutions than to dwell on problems. Over the years, I've seen and tried a lot of self-help methods, and now I've put the best of them together to help you reduce tension and headaches in your life.
She spent a bunch of money on other scam tapes and realized she was being scammed and decided, I can consolidate this and make my money back.
Now think of the word calm. That's right.
I think this music isn't helping. This music, whatever it is, please stop. It's giving me a headache. This isn't video aspirin. It's video hitting me in the head with a mallet.
Calm. C-A-L-M. Video aspirin will use the word calm in a special way. The C stands for creating circulation. The A stands for...
This is such bullshit. You started with the acronym CALM and worked backwards, you fucks. You were like, we want it to say calm. We want a part in the video where it says on the side calm, and then we do an acrostic. What does calm mean? I can feel it. I can feel the order in which they wrote this.
or applying pressure.
People order our patties. Poop? Yes,
The L
poop.
is for life's breath. And M stands for muscle relaxation.
Couldn't the first one, you could have just had the first one be like circulation, but I get it. Applying pressure, life's breath. Life's breath? You just wanted breath. You can't make an acrostic like that. This is lame.
C-A-L-M. 4 letters which stand for 4 exercises. Simple, isn't it?
I'm not going to remember L stands for life's breath.
Calm.
Have you ever thought about how a baby breathes? Think about it.
Not really, no. It's not come into my brain once.
A baby's
I guess maybe when I was a baby.
belly rises and falls naturally with each and every breath.
Yeah, they're
We're
breathing.
going to practice breathing this way.
Paladin's Fury,
Sit
thanks
comfortably in your
for
chair.
22 months with Prime.
Using the back of your chair for support.
All right,
Allow
Cher,
your
you're
head
involved
to
in this.
fall back slightly. Place both hands on your stomach and feel it expand with each breath. Draw each breath through your mouth to the bottom of
I'm
your
confused why they had them do this in like a 3-piece suit with like a tie clip and a vest. Like if you're trying to go for relaxing, isn't this a little buttoned up? Isn't this a little like, I don't know.
abdomen.
4. To wait. Use that time to breathe and relax. Let's take 3 breaths. Fill up the lowest part of your stomach. Push it forward. Inhale. Count to 4. 2, 3, 4. And
Oh fuck, I forgot to tell everyone. No, I think I told you. But I'll say it again. Not having antidepressants and going through a bunch of stress was not fun, but I did lose like 6 pounds this week. So silver linings.
exhale. Pull your
I was
stomach
just looking at my face in the thing. I was like, holy shit, it looks like I lost weight since the last time I streamed. I have.
toward your back. Again, inhale. Expand your lower stomach. 2, 3, 4. And exhale slowly. Enjoy the feeling of calm.
We gotta cover. Have we covered breatharians before? That's so funny. For those who don't know, breatharians think that they can basically live only by breathing. They don't need to like drink water or, well, some of them think you need water, but at minimum they think you don't need to eat food. So that doesn't usually work out for them.
Imagine a velvety black screen
I got my meds. It's gonna be an issue in a bit, but I have them for now. Hydrate. It's my doctor, the way they prescribed them was wrong, and then the insurance was fucky about it. It was a whole thing.
for you. Allow
I have the meds now. I have them. I've had them for 2 days.
a number 1 to appear in the center of the screen. See it as clearly as you can. That's it. Number 1. Now, let a number 2 take its place in the center of the screen. Good. Number 2. Now let a number 3 take its place.
How is this? This is just giving me a headache, and I know we already made that joke, but I'm not making a joke. It unironically is kind of giving me a headache, and I don't know if it's just the nocebo effect and my brain thinks it's funny, but there it is. Peeplord says, Hannah, in your absence, I took my ducks swimming in the river. I was playing with them and accidentally lobbed him onto a sea turtle river. Are they okay? Oh, this one sucks. I know what this video is, but I haven't seen the actual beginning part. I skimmed through it, so I'm not sure how they introduced this, but I want to try and keep it a surprise what this video is, because when you realize, you're going to be like, oh my god! They might just say it, though, which won't be fun. But let's find out. The small dinner strategy. Ooh, chat, what's the small dinner strategy? I want people to take guesses. Fuck it. Chat, if you had to guess what the small dinner strategy is and what it is for, what is it? Don't Google it. Just give me your best guess. No, it's not sex. Not a diet program. Eye contact. Let's do it. One of you got it. One of you got it. Invite your friends to a dinner in your home. To meet ministry staff who are special to you. Zane, you called it. Zane, you fucking got it. Good job, Zane. This is about tricking your friends who are not in your church into coming to a dinner at your house under the pretense of just having like a dinner party, when in reality they're going to pressure you into church. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't MLM your goddamn church. Leave people alone. I promise you, if someone wants to convert, they'll tell you. Don't push shit on people.
I was looking forward to spending time with the missionaries one-on-one in my house. And for me personally, just getting to know them better.
I think everyone that we've invited thoroughly enjoyed meeting the staff couple and just...
It's a little quiet, right? One sec.
Getting exposed to the myriad ministries that are going on within the umbrella organization the staff couple works.
How to
for.
lose friends and
I think
influence
people
nobody.
will probably enrich just in finding out.
Have you read my draft
what's
of
happening
my
out there.
autobiography?
What I went away with was the idea that I had 2 new friends, that I knew more about a ministry that was happening in a place that I could not go myself, and it was a great time and really very uplifting.
I felt very comfortable and I felt good about what they were doing. I really did. It was a really neat time.
It was wonderful. It was an incredible experience. We all had fun and we laughed.
Most people involved in full-time Christian service report that one of the most challenging aspects of their work is raising support for their living expenses.
In our past 13 years of raising support, we've really struggled.
Is this not even just about bringing them to your church? Is this about specifically being like, hey, so we're... what did they call it? Full-time service to God? You want to bring people over and ask them for money? Oh, God.
Support raising is not my favorite thing to do. At times it's hard for me to even get motivated to do it.
Bob really does dislike...
You're supposed to drive your enemies before you, not your friends.
I have found something that I can really enjoy doing.
The dinner strategy is different.
This was the most enjoyable, comfortable, easy,
Swingers for Christ, not enough pineapple imagery. I don't see a single goddamn pineapple.
One of the best ways you can help someone serving Christ in full-time ministry is to invite a few of your Christian friends to come over for dinner to meet them. In the next few minutes, you'll see how you can host a small dinner and invite your friends, knowing they will not be pressured in any way to contribute.
What do you mean they won't be pressured? This is the pressure! This is the pressure! What? because of the implication.
Hands raised, no pledge cards handed out. Rather, the ministry staff would just like the liberty to phone your friends several days after the dinner to see if God lays it on their hearts to also be a part.
Oh, fuck off! There'll be no pressure, but we are going to make a follow-up call. Oh my God.
Of their financial support team.
I cannot think of anything more encouraging to our staff members than for you to host a dinner in your home. Your friends will enjoy hearing the exciting things God is doing through the faithful service of our staff. And opening your home for your friends to meet our staff is just another way you can be a part of helping to fulfill our Lord's Great Commission.
You mentioned you had 4 children, Denise. How are they keeping you busy?
Our oldest one just graduated from college.
To put you at ease, let's cover some of the things the small dinner is not. Your dinner is not a setup for a heavy-handed sales pitch.
Then why are... Nothing that isn't a heavy-handed sales pitch requires a 10-minute instructional VHS video on how to sell. Like, that doesn't make sense. You're doing the thing. You're like, we're not doing this thing, but you're doing the thing. You're doing the thing.
One of the things I was concerned...
You're doing soft high pressure. A thing that churches are good at, right? Like, there are different kinds of pressure. Like, I think when they're saying it's not high pressure, they mean they're not acting like a stereotypical used car salesman, right? They're not in that moment being like, you need to buy, it's an hour, blah, 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 blah. No, it's more nefarious than that. They're using soft high pressure by ingratiating them into this, like, community. It's passive-aggressive. It's love-bomby. It's about the implication. We're so nice and such a great community, and we just need money real bad. You wouldn't want to not help us, right? Like, you know, you're all socialized enough that you understand the implication here and the pressures at play. Like, we can know that. Generity with 2-month streak says, I used to watch consumer shows full of this. None of it was people spreading good news.
About is that it was going to be this high-pressured sales tactic. You sort of get that feeling when, like, a salesman comes to your door or they're in your house, and it wasn't that way at all. It was a very low-risk, non-threatening, fun environment, and that's what I liked about it.
At no time did we feel a pressure to give money, and I know our guests didn't, because that was initial concern, having never done it before.
How many times have they agreed to come back to your house since then? Just curious, have you had return visitors that weren't already members of the church? Like, I just find it difficult to believe that no one had a problem with this. Just a thought.
As a small dinner host is to invite your close Christian friends. Both you and your guests will be most comfortable when you know each other well. This intimate atmosphere is also most helpful to the staff member who will be sharing their work with your friends.
Just don't make a big deal out of it. It's just like having family into your home is really the way I try to look at it. And
bringing family into your home and asking for money.
What were we going to eat?
And a very comfortable situation for everyone.
On top of that, and on to what could the Lord do with these people together in our house.
As you consider who to invite, please don't make a decision on behalf of your friends that they are unable to give to an additional ministry at this time.
Please, don't use discretion when choosing people to invite. We will take anyone's money, whether they can afford it or not, quite frankly. We do not care. We do not care. Ask everyone. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Jesus said that. Wayne Gretzky is a fucking hack.
Simply ask your friends to come and let them decide how God is leading them to respond.
Everybody seems tapped out, that there's nobody with a lot of excess cash sitting around wanting to give. And
are these witches PJs? This is just a Star Trek shirt and just like star pants. They just got like moons and stars and stuff on them.
You might feel a little uncomfortable asking somebody else to give, especially when there are so many other needs and all those things. Well, go ahead and invite them. Let them in on the opportunity and the privilege of hearing about this ministry, and let God do His work.
At your dinner, we ask you to do a couple of things. First, As your friends arrive, please introduce them to the staff couple, giving a little of your friend's background, such as their children's ages, their type of work, or their special interests. Before and during the dinner will be time for you to enjoy fellowship with
How do they not understand that the fact that you are plotting this out makes it disingenuous and a lie? Like, the very fact that you are trying to script this makes it a scam. You're manipulating people intentionally. Like, you're doing this with intent. Do they not understand that this is, like, not sincerity? Like, this is not a normal human thing to do. Jay Rodimus says, something to keep in your back pocket for other VHS days. Commercials, which are very worth watching, start at 30 seconds, and in the actual... Then the pilot starts. Since it's dropped pilot from the 80s, there shouldn't be copyright issues. Let me look. Pride of the X-Men. Oh, this is the one that they did before the 97 series? Or was this the... Huh. Or did they do this and then retool? I feel like I vaguely know about this, but not enough. I'll take a look at it, though. Thank you. Hydrate. Can do.
each other. Following dinner, you can invite everyone into the living room or den where we ask you to make another introduction of the staff.
Oh god, it's the pitch! There's no pressure, but we're going to bring you into the living room, sit you on the couch, and give you basically a timeshare presentation. No pressure, though. Aaliyah, thanks for gifting us a prequel to the 90s tune. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Explaining to your friends why you believe in them and their ministry.
As you know, we invited you to hear about the work Paul and Leah are doing together. We've been supporting them now for about 4 years and are
The staff member will then give a 20 to 30 minute overview of their...
Oh my god! 30 minutes! Holy shit! Oh, I'd rather you sell me Tupperware. What are you doing? 30 minutes? Go fuck yourself!
Ministry.
Oh my god.
For over 10 years now, Leah and I have been in full-time ministry.
I literally talk, like, for a living, and that's fucking insufferable. Fuck off.
Get tired.
At least throw in some jokes. Rick M, thank you for the link. Another VHS thing.
Should we start?
Oh, about epoxy.
Caring about what God is doing in the lives of people.
Everywhere I look, I see people who are lost without the love.
We locked the door and took your car keys. Don't worry about escaping. Remember that car key bowl at the beginning of the night? Not what you thought it was for. Sit down and listen to our stuff about the Lord.
Message of Jesus Christ. And that's just another example of how God is using...
There was no internet then, attention spans were longer.
...this ministry to bring people to himself. And Leah and I are...
I don't know if any attention span is long enough for this.
...just thrilled to be a part of it.
As you can imagine, a lot of my time is spent managing our home and our children. However, one of the highlights of my week is meeting in a discipleship group with women from my neighborhood. It's been exciting to see God...
Oh god, Girl Defined has been doing some... Does anyone follow the snark, like the fundy snark communities? This reminded me, Bethany from Girl Defined has gone fucking crazy, and it's amazing, and I think we need to cover it.
Work.
We'd like to ask you to consider joining us as a partner in ministry. I want to make it clear that we're not going to ask anybody to make a decision tonight, but I would like the opportunity to call you in a couple of days and see if the Lord has led you to be a part of our financial team in the same manner that Dick and Trudy have decided to come alongside us.
Once again, there will be no pressure to make a decision that night. No hands raised, no commitments collected.
We really enjoyed getting to know you and Margie the other night.
Will you give us money now? Harold Elbelman says they understand it's exploitative, they just don't care. Literally yesterday, I heard a radio hate preacher, Alex McFarland, say in his bland voice that Jesus befriended the sinner in order to minister to him, but he never lost sight of biblical morality, yada yada. Oh, God.
The staff member will be calling your friends several days later to learn if they may be led to support their work.
That's great. I know
That's such a
gotta be
weird thing.
load.
What do they mean biblical morality in that context? They're talking about Jesus. Jesus followed biblical morality. Isn't biblical morality whatever Jesus wants because he's God and also the Son of God? You know what I mean? Like, the Bible wasn't a thing yet, and I understand vaguely what they're talking about. They think there are an objective set of, like, moral laws that exist outside of ourselves, somewhere out there in the universe. But no, they don't. So what the fuck are you talking about?
off your mind after last week. I was wondering if you and Margie have had an opportunity to decide about joining our financial support team.
Yes, we have, Paul.
That's fantastic. That will be such a help to our ministry. Thanks for coming.
I thought about it. I decided no. Why are you assuming I meant I was going to give you money? Okay, whatever.
Alongside of us.
You felt very uplifted because of this couple and seeing a young couple who are really willing to share or just want to share and have a joy in sharing Christ. And it inspired me and really felt like this is a couple that I am not doing that type of ministry, but I would love to support that type of ministry.
My wife and I have actually had two dinners, if you will. The first time we scheduled a lunch right after church.
Seems like a pretty nice house, by the way. The owner of this house donating?
Sunday, and it was just such an enriching experience that we were really just encouraged, felt very strongly about hosting another one several months later.
You know you're going to be asked to support something here, and of course that's always in the back of my mind. You know, can I? Will I? How much?
How about you, Pete? What do you like about insurance?
Well, probably making deals. My primary...
What do you like about insurance? I like making deals. Ding!
The couple really made us, I felt very comfortable. They really didn't high pressure us at all. It was just a neat way of them sharing what's happening. And the way they shared gave you a desire to want to, support them. And that's what my feelings were at the end of this session. So it was really good for me.
Thank you so much for prayerfully considering hosting a small dinner. It is such a simple and successful way to make sure staff have the support they need to accomplish the ministry to which they have been called.
I know our staff gave this video to you because they know...
I love whenever there's like a church thing like this from like an evangelical church or someone begging for money for a church, basically, and not like, hey, we're actually gonna go and hear people we're literally helping with his money, but more just vague like, we're gonna do stuff with us. Trust it. Or do stuff with the money. Trust us. He looks... He looks like he's on Donald Trump's, he looks like a close advisor to Donald Trump. Does that make sense? He looks like he's slimy. Like his hair, the way he dresses, and his mannerisms. Not ideal.
You are committed to helping reach the world for Christ.
Payroll.
Will you now encourage them by opening your home for a dinner gathering with your
He looks
friends?
like Trump's lawyer's lawyer. Does that make sense?
Thank you so very, very much for helping them in this very meaningful, encouraging way. And God bless you.
We just had a great time just with friends, relaxing and having dinner.
The Lord raised several $100s a month new support.
That it's a natural, it's a relaxed setting.
Low pressure.
We found ourselves finding that we had made
Wow,
friends.
is the only words she said in this entire video low pressure, and clearly it was in a bigger sentence, but they cut it? I think she was the only non-white person in the video. No, there was a black guy. Okay. I was just trying to think of the demographics of this church.
It's a natural, it's a relaxed setting.
So there are two non-white people.
We found ourselves finding that we had made friends that night instead of just simply trying to raise funds.
Wouldn't you already be friends? I guess
And
with
it
the
was
other
fun.
people.
It really works. Works for me.
It's a weird ending frame. Just pause on this awkward. Okay. Alright. Well. No thank you. No thank you. Oh, damn. It's cut off. The name of this company. You're not going to believe it, chat. This is going to go great. Sorry. Stopping jokes in my head. Stopping jokes in my head. Stopping jokes in my head. We're good. A second joke that was inappropriate has hit my brain. I repeat, a second inappropriate joke has hit Hannah's brain.
Hi, I'm dead. Well, actually, my name is...
Red Letter Media covered this, if this looks familiar to you. It's called A Nightmare on Drug Street. It's a 90s, 80s? 88. Late 80s anti-drug PSA.
Is Jill. Well, it is, or it was, or whatever. Anyway, I'm dead, but you know what I mean. I'm Jill, this is Felipe, and this is Eddie, and we've all been dead for about the same amount of time.
Actually, I've been dead 2 days longer. But we've pretty much lost count.
It's not like we got a lot of things to do. And actually, we've got nothing to do.
They gave you chairs, that's nice. I'm just saying. You're in an endless void. In an endless void, I feel like chairs are like gold. Just saying. Could be worse.
Zero. Zip. I want to list the things that we do have because we don't have any. But let me list the things that we don't have.
Please listen, because if you listen, maybe he'll stop talking about it.
Hey. Just start with the basic staples of life. No hamburgers, no pizza, no movies, no television. Forget my MTV, no music.
No car.
But I want my MTV.
And no dates, no basketball games.
Since other people are hell. I think they just didn't want to shoot hell. Just death. Just ominous, empty, vague, non-denominational death. They're in Sheol. That's where they are. That was the right one all along. Sheol. I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sorry. Sheol, Sheol, Sheol.
No movies.
I already said movies.
And homework. You know, I used to hate homework. And
Here in hell, we have to film bad 80s anti-drug PSAs for the rest of eternity. Pee Wee Herman's right over there. This is crack.
Love some homework now.
No new clothes, no telephone. Imagine going through the rest of the day without a telephone.
Hey, you got nobody to talk to anyway.
That's funny. That joke has aged better, if anything. This was 88. Couple decades away from the iPhone.
No boyfriends, no girlfriends, no grandparents, no mom, no dad.
No kid brother who's always stealing your underwear out of your drawer.
Are we sure he's here because of the drugs, or was it other stuff? Because, like, I feel like we're burying the lead real fucking hard here.
If my kid brother was here, I'd give him the underwear.
Wait, this is okay. So it's your brother steals your underwear. I thought you were stealing your younger brother steals your underwear. Okay, is that better? Is that better? Sure, why not? Fuck it.
All right. I think the point is that while we're here, we're supposed to ponder our mistakes.
And boy, have we pondered.
And pondered and pondered and pondered some more.
The point is, we're supposed to figure out where we went wrong.
I know where. Dope.
Yeah. And sure, it was dope. We had our chances. We didn't have to go all the way.
Well, you can decide for yourself. We'll be the narrators. I'll do Felipe this time.
Oh, we don't have to go through this again, do we?
It's weird that, like, dope has both been used as a word for marijuana, but also, like, opiates? That's weird. That's weird how that word changed over time.
Well, at least let me do Jill this time.
All right. I'll do Eddie again. I always have to do Eddie.
All right, you ready?
Here we go, kids. A Nightmare on Drugs. A real scary movie.
Nightmare on Drug Street. He didn't even get the title right. Maybe the original title during scripting was A Nightmare on Drugs, but they didn't think that the connection to the Nightmare on Elm Street series was obvious enough, so they went A Nightmare on Drug Street, even though that makes slightly less sense. It's clearer what they're trying to emulate, I guess. This was when New Line was pumping out Nightmare on Elm Street movies every year, by the way. So this is like, if you need a cultural equivalence, this would be like if when I was a kid, they made like a drug PSA that was themed about the Saw movies or the Paranormal Activity movies. Think about any horror franchise that does like yearly Halloween releases. That's basically what they're doing. So that's great. Unstable Deadbeat says, so have only 3 people in all of history been killed by drugs? If not, where are the rest? If so, that's not so bad, really, statistically speaking. They just get paired off into 3s. You get 3 people for all of eternity, because hell is other people. I know French plays and shit. That's culture, right?
Yeah. 2. Shot. Stop.
I'm actually kind of interested in the lighting here. Like, that seems like they're putting effort. I'm a little surprised, to be honest. Hold on, I'm gonna shrink this slightly. It's bugging me. Better. So far, they actually, it seems like, made it look ominous, which is surprising. The Nightmare on Elm Street movies, which I don't know how closely this is actually gonna, like, try and emulate them at all, have really strong color palettes. In particular, in the dreamscapes, there's a lot of, like, reds and greens to reflect Freddy's colors. So I don't know. Something that sticks out. They're doing something. They're attempting some sort of style. It's probably not gonna be good, but still, I can see a little bit of effort at least.
These guys are celebrating. Their team just won the big game, and Felipe was the hero. Only they think getting loaded is a way to have a good time.
Well, you're tough tonight, Felipe.
Not tough, just cool under pressure.
8 seconds left. Down by 1. They're going for the last shot. They get the ball to Felipe. There's 2 men on him. 5, 4, 3. He's 15 feet out.
Were they drinking beer? Oh my god.
He scores! Yeah. I mean, what a shot, Felipe. That guy was all over you. He couldn't believe it.
Haven't they heard of the terrible story of Sarah T. Portrait of a Teenage Alcoholic? God damn it. That's Linda Blair's best work. And the movie she vomited the second most on. It's an Exorcist joke.
Did you see him?
Yeah, too cool. Hey. This is some good stuff.
Hey, you know what, Felipe? I don't think smoking dope's too cool. Hey, what do you know? You're just a kid. Felipe's a senior.
Yeah.
Excuse you? I was told by a very reliable source that that's not cool. Example.
Well, you look like 3 fine lads. You know, I might have something here you'd like to try. Something to make you feel real good.
There's a myriad wild-eyed, wonderful ways to say no. No thanks. No way.
Better learn a few and take them wherever you go.
No thanks, no sir.
If your pal says let's get high, here's a practical reply. Go ahead, let fly, spit right in his eye and say no.
There's a myriad international ways to say no.
Those drugs are so boring.
All around the world, the smart guys are giving up dope.
I'm in training for football.
And
they tell me that works fine. Cause the bottom line's too short, it's fine to say no. Now you could say beat it, get lost, get out of my face with that stuff. But that could be techno.
I wish they'd release that on Blu-ray.
Hey, I'm getting ready for college.
I have a bootleg, but it's never been officially released because of all the obvious rights issues.
In college, all the guys do this.
I'm Scheffler with 27 months says, how good to have you back. Good to be back. That's a sub baby. This sub baby's name is going to be... Fresh Start Baby.
This all the time. And so do the girls.
That's the first sub baby I think of since I've been back.
Now we're going to learn the first lesson about dope, which some of you already know. And that's anything that can make you feel silly, can make you act stupid.
Joke's on you. I don't need drugs to act stupid.
Whoa.
Hey, let's go for a ride.
Yeah, cool. A ride in what?
I will take my brother's car. He's working tonight.
All right. And he won't get mad?
Ah, yeah, I help him work on it. No, he says I can use it just as long as I'm careful. One for the road. It's okay. I mean, my old man does it. Come on. Come on.
Wow, that car sounds like shit. Maybe that's just what cars in the 80s sounded like, I don't know, but oh boy. Oh, we got a fucking rock montage.
Alright. So where do you want to go to, huh? Man, we got this car, convertible. Gotta get some girls. This car, convertible. Gotta get some girls.
Looks a little... This is the Universal Backlot set. I think this is Hill Valley. That's where the theater at the end of the street was. The corner right here on the left is where the aerobic studio / diner was. And then moves over here to what was the Tesco, both in the future and the past.
Hey, I don't want to go out with my
If you know the layout of the town square I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure this was filmed on the Universal Backlot. Terradona says, drunk driving, that's their fuck up. Yeah. That Hill Valley town square is in tons of movies. It's in Bruce Almighty. It's in a bunch of stuff.
Every time I go on this ride, it gets worse. Here's lesson number 2 about drugs and alcohol. They make you change.
Baby! Hey! Hey!
Cops really after drunk drivers.
Who's drunk?
Yeah, we're invisible.
See what a couple geeks these guys are turning into?
Geeks, got 'em. It's just driving in a circle. I get it. I get it. Again, they're probably on the back lot. They're literally just driving in circles. That's hilarious.
If you don't slow down, I want out.
Hey, don't be such a baby, man.
No, I mean it. You can get us all
How
in
does she know
trouble.
we're watching? She's genre savvy. She's got Deadpool powers. She knows she's in a drug PSA. What about Bob? Thanks for 34 months. How you doing?
All right, get out.
Oh no, the tracking! It's okay, I have a good VCR in playing this
Felipe's a long
from.
way from home.
Or maybe he'll find a Boy Scout.
The VCR is YouTube.
Hey, look what I got, man.
Oh, fly over here. Stop, you're going too fast.
I want to get out. You're gonna kill us.
Look, I know you know what's gonna happen next, but hang with us. It only takes a second.
Ironically, the music's pretty dope. Wait, are they gonna hit him? Oh no, okay, they die. At least he got out. That's good.
Felipe!
Kind of surprised they didn't do that sound effect with the smash and the cat. I feel like this music doesn't fit where we just were. Are we moving to a different location?
Tonight, kids, we're gonna make a movie. First, we set the scene. Average home, average
Man, money for the sound of the crashing, not the actual crash. I mean, I guess I didn't even think about that, because that happens all the time in really cheap movies. I've seen enough Neil Breen movies. You know what? That's not fair to Neil Breen. Neil Breen actually has a really good car crash in one of his movies, so... Neil Breen... In fairness, this is more recent, so, you know, like, he did have the opportunity to edit this stuff with, like, a computer. Where is the start? I need the part where there it is.
Alright, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
That's pretty good. I think Neil nailed that car crash, so good for him.
School just started back.
Was there any good anti-drug advice that were not shit? They probably exist. Part of the problem is a lot of stuff like this has good advice and bad advice. Like, it is good advice to tell children, don't do drugs. Don't drink and do drugs. Your brain, it will damage your brain. You have so much developing to do. Like, ideally no one would do them, but like adults are adults and can think about what they want to do and the consequences of their actions. Kids aren't good at that and they have other things to do, like developing their brain and skill sets and interests. That's a problem. Unfortunately, it's put with a lot of other advice that's just bullshit and makes them think it's all bullshit when it's not. You shouldn't be doing drugs in high school. You shouldn't be doing drugs until you're an adult. You shouldn't. Not good.
Jill's giving a party and you're invited.
Hi. I thought you were gonna stay upstairs. I'll do that.
Private, if you need me, you'll come get me.
Yeah, I will.
You
Really.
will.
I'm only human. Make mistakes. I hate that song, but I also kind of fucking love that song. That's a guilty pleasure song. I'm only human. Human League.
Did you see him?
No, we're all blind. Of course we saw him.
I think he's just been voted cutest new guy in the school.
I think he's wearing cologne.
If you got that close to him, why didn't you ask him to dance?
You didn't ask me, dummy.
Why didn't you ask him?
I just couldn't. I wanted to.
How long would it take to eat all that cheese you sent me a picture of? Oh god. Years? Me alone? Oh no. I've had Wisconsin cheddar was from a big block like that, though. It is delicious. Wisconsin cheddar is really good.
I will.
Hey, Mr. Duck Sauce. Eat it all in one subathon, I would die. That would be the last subathon. Empty the Tank says, I was told going into high school that I'd have to say no to drugs that people would offer. No one ever offered. Me too. No one offered me drugs in well, not someone from high school.
So, what's your name?
I'm Craig. What's yours?
Oh,
You're gonna start a Wisconsin to Michigan trade route, our cheese for your hot dogs? I think that already exists. I was more thinking like, while I was in high school, none of my peers, none of my people I was in class or school with.
I see you have Miss Phillips from math class.
Oh, yeah. Do you?
No. I had her before, though. How do you like school?
I like it okay. School's school, you know.
So, how'd you end up here?
My dad got transferred.
Oh, mine too. That was like 2 years ago, though. I got used to it. Have you made any friends yet?
And, oh, well, that guy I came with, I guess. And you. Do you want to take a walk?
Cheddar's a gateway cheese? I don't know about that. Depends on how sharp the cheddar is. Cheddar is easy, but like there are some real sharp cheddars out there that I would not call entry cheeses.
Is about to happen and you're yelling, "Don't go in there! Don't go in there!" You should be screaming, "Don't go outside with him!" And besides, never trust a 14-year-old who wears cologne.
Never trust a 14-year-old.
It's a really neat necklace.
Oh, thanks. It was my grandmother's. My grandfather gave it to me when she died. I was her favorite.
No kidding.
Riz? David Prowse before Darth Vader? Oh my goodness. Oh, is this a little PSA he was in?
Hi there. Uh-oh, this looks dangerous. Will they see that car? Think I better have a word with those two. That wasn't very clever, was it? If you'd been looking and listening all the way across, that wouldn't have happened. That's better. Remember,
70s UK PSAs have such a very specific look and feel.
always use the green cross code, because I won't be there when you cross the road.
M. Scheffler, thanks for gifting 5 Tier 1 subs. Myself and the other viewers appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a really great story. When they first came to America, my grandmother's family was really poor and had to sell all their jewelry to get here. Her favorite was a necklace like this one.
Really?
Yeah. She told my grandfather about it, so without telling her why, he went out and he got a job at night and he used the money to have this one made. He had never seen it, so he had to describe it to the jeweler. The way my grandmother had described it to... What is that, Craig?
A tooth. Cocaine? Come on, you know.
That's this 14. Where did this? Okay, I was gonna say where did this 14-year-old get cocaine? It's 1988. Obviously, he got it from his parents' bedroom. He got cocaine from his parents. His parents clearly do cocaine. 14-year-olds shouldn't. Don't do cocaine. Don't do cocaine. He said cocaine. He didn't say crack. Crack is a subcategory of cocaine that's been very stepped on. It's like it's really fucked. It's crack cocaine. Cocaine is its own thing, and then crack is a lower level of thing.
No sweat. I'm careful.
Anyway, she didn't know what he was doing. She thought he was out fooling around, so she got...
One sec. I do need a sound bar. Goddamn. Or a soundboard. This is crack.
This is crack.
Rip.
Rock cocaine. It isn't glamorous or cool or kid stuff. It's the most addictive kind of cocaine, and it can kill you. What's really bad is nobody knows how much it takes. So every time you use it, you risk dying. It isn't worth it. Look, everybody wants to be cool. But doing it with crack isn't just wrong. It could be dead wrong.
Does someone want to ask the king of cartoons if Pee-wee's doing okay? Because I don't think he's doing okay.
got really mad, and then he brought this home for her on her birthday.
Well, that's great. Want some of this?
No, I've never done anything like that.
Well, it was the first time. And this is the real stuff.
Isn't it dangerous?
My dad's a real estate developer. He has tons of it.
But one day, they're gonna legalize it. So we can have it anytime we want.
Hey, I am all for drug decriminalization. I think that it's a healthcare issue. I think that addiction should be dealt with not through punitive, like, putting people in prison. I don't think that helps anyone, except for private prisons and the companies that make money off them. But, like, you're a little too excited to just do cocaine every day. This is why you can't have cocaine. If you're this into doing cocaine, you shouldn't do cocaine. It's kind of a catch-22, you know? You can't be this into cocaine and do cocaine. Like, that's not a good mix. You kind of need to be meh about cocaine if you're gonna do it. If you're really into it. Oh, Gatsby, thanks for 8 months. Appreciate it. My parents did cocaine. Fun fact. I wonder if that's why I'm fucked up.
Now I know when you're 14, you can fuck.
Before I was born, to my knowledge, I don't know when it stopped, but, you know. I had been informed about the cocaine usage.
Pretty dumb stuff. But I mean, can these two not read? Do they not watch TV or listen to the radio? One day they're gonna legalize it so we can do it all the time.
Why do you take it? Well, why not? Makes you feel good.
Oh, what's wrong with the way you already feel?
Nothing, I guess. Just that sometimes, you just don't fit. Everything you do seems like it's wrong.
I feel that way all the time.
Yeah, well...
Thanks, Italian Shakespeare.
When I do a line, it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter if it's my folks or my teachers or anyone. Because I feel good. There's nothing anyone can do about it. You know what else? You know when you get around someone you like and don't know how to act? Cocaine makes it easy.
Cocaine makes it easy. Kid, you are 14. Cocaine is not the answer to your social anxiety. Oh. See, that's what I'm saying. 14 is when you should be developing social skills, so that later in your life, if you failed, you can use drugs to fix. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's an unhealthy way of using them. I'm just saying, like, broadly, while this is sensationalistic and hilarious, yeah, when you're 14, you shouldn't need a social lubricant. Like, you are developing your social skills. You should not be impeding them with drugs. Like, that's so fucked. Who's your friends? I just love how much these old PSAs sound like egg PSAs. And DM Trey says, fun fact, when she was younger, my mom got high and stole Columbo's shoes off on a golf course. Now, to be clear, I assume you mean Peter Falk, who played Columbo, and not that your mother told you that she found the Detective Columbo and stole his shoes? I hope that story's true. I really do. Because that means that somewhere, Peter Falk had a situation where he went golfing, and then he was like, where the fuck are my shoes? And then just never found them. It's the one mystery Columbo could never solve, and now I get to know the answer. Does that make me a better detective than Columbo? I don't know. I asked the question, which implies I want it to be true, doesn't it?
Makes everything easy.
I tried just a little.
Do I think Peter Falk questioned a bunch of people about where his shoes went? I hope so. And I hope he got mad and stormed out and then came back and said one more thing and said, fuck you, and laughed. Hey, Phoenix. Now, one more thing. Go fuck yourself.
Wanna try some more?
She got the shoelaces and her friend got the shoes.
This is a great party.
Totally.
I wasn't watching. I'm sorry. I gotta look. I wish I could make jokes here. I'm sure that someone who knows about cocaine might watch this and go, that's not how you do cocaine. I'm sorry, chat. I hate to be a dork, but I've never done cocaine, so I cannot critique the form here.
You know what else? You know when you get around someone you like and don't know how to act? Cocaine makes it easy. Makes everything easy.
outside just a little? Can I try some more?
Can I try some more? Give it 5 seconds, Jesus! Same kind of person who goes, this edible ain't shit, and then eats 2 more, and then immediately gets hit by the first one.
This is a great party.
Totally.
Oh my
But I
god,
think Jill's
it's
one-
Laurie Strode's friend!
Who's really having a good time.
That's a funny joke if you remember Halloween, clearly.
Well, you know, Jill, when she wants something, she goes for it.
Can we do some more?
Want to do some more?
Uh-huh. I love the way it makes me feel. No wonder my parents don't want me to do it.
Yeah, I love the way you make me feel.
You read my mind.
Oh my god. What? She has a little vial? Oh my god. Ah! Wait, who's this? Did we when did she meet the cocaine dealer? I know it's 1988. Was it this easy to find a cocaine dealer that they did not feel the need to put into the script how she found an adult cocaine dealer at 14 years old? Like, where was he, just on the street corner? And she was like, hey, you got cocaine? And he's like, it's 1988, isn't it? What in the world? Like, I wouldn't know. Like, I am almost 30. I don't know where to get cocaine. Someone could put a gun to my head and say, find me cocaine. You have 24 hours. And I'd be like, ah! I don't know. I don't know where to get these things. Oh. I had a hard time getting pot until I got a medical card and then it was legalized. I don't even know where to find weed dealers. Fighting with her mom because of the cocaine. We're not gonna know why, but she's mad. I feel like they just should have showed, I mean, I guess scare stuff isn't great either, but maybe just show someone whose, like, nose has completely fucking collapsed because they did too much cocaine. That can happen, did you know that? Like, if you do a bunch of cocaine, you can, like, disintegrate, basically, the fucking cartilage here, and you have, your nose caves in. It's unfortunate. Yeah, don't send me anything that's a crime, please. I am telling you now, do not send me illegal things under any circumstance. That is a federal crime, and this will get played in court in my defense and against you, because I told you don't do it. So don't. I don't want to play this in court. Although if we do, hi me in the future. I hope you're doing well. Also, hello, Your Honor. Cool outfit.
About that phone call, but I had to take it.
You want to do it now? I will report you, because I am not getting in trouble. I'm not fucking with the postmaster. You want to fuck with the postmaster general? Good luck.
Oh, well, I see you've been out on a little shopping trip.
Yeah, I found this store. It was having an incredible sale.
You must have spent your whole allowance on this.
No. You wouldn't believe how cheap it was.
Well, guess you'd like a little reward for your good work, huh?
I think it's worth a gram.
No. The price has gone up. The cops have really been cracking down. So I'm gonna need some cash to make this a gram.
I don't have any cash. I won't get my allowance till next week.
Excuse me, show. We all know where this is going. Please don't do this. Please stop. I do not want this. This is getting a lot of feedback for some reason. Anyway, please cease.
We'll wait until next week.
I need it now.
Well, I got some cheaper stuff. Got some PCP, some mushrooms, fresh LSD.
Mushrooms and LSD are not even close to the same thing as cocaine, sir. Why are you all... It'd be like if someone was like, oh, sorry, they were out of chocolate ice cream, so I got you Tide detergent. Is that good for you? They're not the same thing. What do you mean?
LSD. Got some real good buds. It all get you high.
I need cocaine.
Okay, high... I understand that this is for children, so, like, you don't... I understand that you don't necessarily need to get into the weeds about this, but being high is not one thing. Being, like, the feeling of being high on mushrooms is different than the feeling of being high on weed or cocaine. They're completely different categories of drugs. Being high just means you're not sober. It's the antithesis of sober. Sober is one thing, and anything outside of it that's caused by, like, things you take, drugs, that's high, right? We have specific categories sometimes for this, like, alcohol we call drunk, but you're still high, really. It's just we call that kind of high drunk. Ugh. Yeah, I'll throw out Boxy.
Maybe we can work something out.
Ah.
I like this.
Oh, okay. Is he just gonna take the fucking necklace? Oh, God.
This is nice.
Please take the necklace. Please take the necklace. Please take the
I
necklace.
can't trade this. I just can't.
I understand. We'll wait until next week.
Oh, thank God. I think she's just gonna give
I'll
him
be
the
here next
necklace.
week.
For an 8-ball?
An 8-ball. You gotta
Jesus
be kidding.
Christ, that's a lot.
too much.
Do you know an 8-ball is a lot of cocaine? Like, can I show you how much an 8-ball would be on stream? Can I show you cocaine? Probably. Give me one sec. Let me put it over here. If you Google 8-ball of cocaine, National Drug Helpline comes up, so that's good. I'm not looking for an 8-ball of cocaine on Google, I promise you. I am not Googling where to buy cocaine. Yeah, okay. Let's show you this. How do I get this back in here? It's like a decent amount of cocaine. It's like it's like a handful of cocaine, like a bag that you would have like an 8-ball. There's a reason it's called that. You know. It's enough it's much more cocaine than he was offering prior. It's a lot of cocaine. She's being greedy, frankly.
Much.
These are real diamonds.
Diamonds. Okay. You're a good customer. Got a deal. Some really good stuff, Jill.
Amber Pretzel says, "Hey Hannah, glad to see you trying to get back in the saddle. Take all the time you need. I'm doing my best. It's going smooth so far, so." Wow. Gumming it. Fuck. The mirrored surface is so you can make sure you got it all. For those who've ever seen a thing and you're like, why do they always show people doing cocaine off of mirrors? It's so you can see all of it, so you don't miss it. Because if you had like a tray, like a normal rolling tray that like a stoner might have, it's hard to see little grains of cocaine on it. So if it's a mirror, it's very easy to see little grains of things on it. So that's why cocaine stereotypically is done off of mirrored surfaces, so you can keep track of all of it and not lose any. The more you know, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Why use the razor blade then? To move it all, because it's a very clean way. If you were to use something else, a lot will get stuck to it. You know what I mean? Like if you used your finger to try and do this, it's gonna get stuck all over your fingers, and it's not gonna be easy to like get it all in a line to snort it. It's just a easy, clean way. You can move it around and then tap it on the mirror or whatever. Again, I promise you I've never done cocaine. I have never done cocaine.
Hi, this is Lisa. I'm away from the phone right now. Hello?
Hey, Allison, you're home. I'm glad.
Jill, are you okay?
I don't know. I guess not. Not really.
Mage Dark Beast with a link. Oh god, what is this?
And now
Let's see, 40. Who made this? Thanks for the link. I'm adding it to my list. One sec. Saved. What's the other thing? Someone sent this too. I'm getting this stuff saved in my bookmarks so I don't forget to do it.
You know that necklace my grandmother gave me? It's gone.
What happened?
You're looking for some writing supplies and autocomplete told you that the phrase Nibiru, the primal being, is a thing? Thought you should know? Oh! Well, I need to look that up. Jesus Christ. Let me see. Move this over here. What is it? Nibiru the what? The primal being. Nibiru the... Oh my god, it comes up on mine too. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Thing. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. So don't worry, it's not a conspiracy. It's just time to duel! That's good.
It fell off. I lost it.
Oh no, that's terrible. Listen, Jill, that's Kathy's mother to pick me up. We're going skating. I gotta go.
Okay. That's okay. Listen, Allie, do you think you could loan me a little money? I mean, I'll pay it right back.
No,
Nibiru is a name for a hypothetical 10th planet that has been given by conspiracy theorists, but it's not a real thing.
Jill, I can't. Look, I've really gotta go, okay? Bye.
she even taking? What is it? Oh, she's just taking a bunch of shit. Indiscriminately. That's not how drugs work. Again, did no one explain to these children that drugs don't all do the same thing? Many drugs do different things. That's why there are different drugs. She's taking all the laxatives and the Imodium. Her body isn't gonna know what to do with all that poop. As someone who in high school tried to kill myself with drugs, like with taking like over-the-counter like drugs to kill myself, you don't lay down and just like go to sleep. In my case, you puke every 5 minutes for like 4 days until you're internally bleeding and have to go to see a doctor. So don't do that. Oh yeah, we know she dies. At the beginning of this, she was dead. That's a bummer. Oh, and it hurts like a motherfucker. It hurts so bad. If you've ever seen a movie or TV show that's like, oh, the person takes these meds and they die and fall asleep. No! You are gonna be in more pain than you ever have in your entire life. Your body doesn't like it when you poison yourself. Fun fact.
Well, it's time for Eddie to come from school now. You know, he hates for me to spy on him. There they go.
Oh my god, that's Tuco. It's Tuco. I just realized. Does anyone watch Breaking Bad? Or watched past tense? Oh, you said it earlier. I missed that. I'm sorry.
Boy, Miss Anderson was in a bad mood today, wasn't she?
Nobody did their
He
homework.
didn't learn his lesson, no.
Nobody but you, Eddie.
His nightmare on Drug Street was just beginning.
One? Yeah, I think there are 3.
That's why they give homework, guys, so you do it.
No, they don't.
Wait, what is that? What? What is happening? Which other video of mine started playing? The fuck? I muted it for you guys, but I can still hear it. Where is that coming from? What fucking tab is that? What is playing? Hold on, I gotta find what tab that is. Because holy shit. Where is this? Can anyone else hear this? This is a 16... You can't hear it. I found it. I found it. It's gone. It was a pastor talking about the world's largest snake. I got it. It's dead. I killed it. I killed it. Alright.
Give homework so they can make your life miserable in those 3 hours when they're not standing right over you.
I'll bet they have like secret meetings down in the basements of the school where they can make sure that
Can you see it? No! No, you can't!
Exactly more homework than you can do.
Focus. Anyway, I was gonna pause because I needed to go use the bathroom. I'll be back in just a second. Hold on. Chair is in charge until I get back. I'll see you soon. Where is this? No, wait, do I gotta put it at the top? There you go. Be back! Okay.
Science fair's coming up, Eddie. What are you gonna do?
I think we're gonna make. How about a low-grade nuclear bomb?
Low yield. It's called low yield.
Okay, that too. Then put it in the school on Friday after we fled.
Yeah. I think we're gonna make a solar-powered boat.
Hey guys, come in. I've got something to show you.
All right.
Where's your mom? She's working. She'll be home later.
What is that?
You do this stuff and it turns the inside of your head into a video game.
That's the funniest way you could describe any drug to a child. You shouldn't. Don't do that, but that is so funny. It's like a video game in your head. It's like the best thing ever. No, I've never taken that drug. Ugh.
What is it?
This is crack. And
Damn it. Okay, these kids aren't as well off. They couldn't get cocaine. They could only get crack cocaine. So that's a shame. That's a shame. Didn't they learn anything from Pee Wee Herman? Someone get Zombie on the phone. He's got a head. He can talk.
this is what you smoke it in.
I've heard of that stuff.
Now you get to try it.
Sorry, MH Dark Beast. MH Dark Beast said... Where was it? By the way, Hannah, Season 2 of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaurs on Disney+. David Tennant is voicing a character.
Franklin is innocent? And dogs can talk? And have a Scottish brogue? Ha! I told you so, and I told you so.
Wow! Swear to dog, and I speak this way, because it's just incredibly cool, but...
That's all I can play, because Disney. But that's fun. I love David Tennant.
No, I'd better not. My mom might catch me.
What's your mom gonna do? Come over and sneak up on us?
Come on, Eddie. You want to be a scientist? You've got to experience things.
You want to be a scientist? Do this crack, you coward. You think Einstein didn't do a little crack? Oh, I'm not gonna do any crack. Do it, bitch. You're a scientist.
One of my teachers said you could get hooked on this stuff.
Nah, that's just talk. My brother does it all the time, and he's not hooked.
Just one hit, Eddie. You don't like it? Don't.
Okay, I'll be the control group. I won't do the crack. You guys do the crack, and we'll see where we're at in about 20 years.
Do it anymore.
Science. Oh my god, where did these kids get this fucking torch? Like, these days it's a little easier to get something like this. Like, they sell them at most gas stations and stuff. I think you can find them around. But, like, as a kid in 1988, where did he get that? What the fuck? Ugh. His mom's just really into creme brulee. Fuck! Sorry, Dr. Darlin Lamb Chop said it first. Darlin Dr. Lamb Chop, rather. If you're a ghost, why do you need to look through the crack in the door? Couldn't you just, like, be there? Like Scrooge? Like, you could just be there. Because you're dead. You don't need to...
Wow, this is better than watching rockets.
This is better than what?
Boy, wow, this is better than watching rockets.
Than launching or watching rockets?
You know, parents are always wondering, why is my kid on dope? Like there's some easy answer, or the kid is automatically bad or something. Do you know what I think? Now, you take kids like Eddie and his friends. Now, they're curious about everything. Their friends are doing it and trying to get them to do it. So they end up making stupid mistakes.
It's so weird listening to him talk this slowly. For those who don't know, he's very famous if you haven't seen Breaking Bad. He's very famous for playing a very, very angry character who talks very quickly because he is addicted to methamphetamine. So it's just kind of funny seeing him kind of chill.
I'm late, and I didn't call my mom. And if she sees me like this, she's gonna know what I did.
Wait, how is she gonna know you did crack? Because if I'm a mom and my kid's late, my first thought is not that they did crack. Like, I'm not gonna preclude that. I'm not above thinking my kid could do crack. It's not my first thought. She can smell it? What does crack smell like? I know what weed smells like. How? I guess I've never considered this. Like, does the smell of crack stick with you like weed? Like, are there people around that you walk into some place and it's someone who just smoked crack and you're like, oh, that person just smoked crack? Like, I don't know what crack smells like. Smells like ass? Okay. Burnt hair and better acid? I've never done acid. So...
Hi, Mom. Sorry I'm late.
Jesus.
Where were you? I was getting worried.
I was just hanging around at Charlie's house.
Well, that's a bummer.
Eddie, are you okay? You seem awfully quiet.
I'm okay. Maybe I'm getting a little cold.
He smells like crack. Goddamn, look at that encyclopedia set. Oh my god. And he has an encyclopedia set and a computer. And a phone in his room. Oh my god, is that a modem? Holy shit. This kid's got to set up like Matthew Broderick in War Games. Bougie.
Hey, Charlie, I told you she could tell. She asked me what was wrong. I told her I had a cold, maybe. What do I do now? Do some more? Are you crazy?
You know, on some level, you gotta appreciate the kid who's, like, hearing his friend on the other end of the phone desperately scared and, like, horrified that they've just done crack. And they're like, you wanna do some more crack? Pterodona says for the 80s, his parents are very well off. Oh, yeah.
Are you sure it'll straighten me out by dinner time?
No, don't do more crack. Did you bring crack home? Don't bring a
This
doggy
don't work.
bag of crack home.
Charlie, I'm gonna kill you.
Just gotta take a little to take the edge off.
You know, Eddie wasn't quite himself when he came home today.
He's just waiting for that drip.
I don't know, he just wasn't right. You don't think it could be drugs, do you?
Drugs? No
Again,
way,
I must
not
reiterate, I have never done cocaine. I've never done cocaine. I've just seen a lot of movies where they've done cocaine, so I have bullshit pop cultural preconceptions about it. Jesus Christ. Is it weed? Wait, is this not crack? Did they give him weed to kind of to balance
We
out?
warned him
'Cause that's
about
not how that
drugs, and
works.
Besides, he's too smart for that.
If you ever think I'm gonna balance out this upper with a downer, bad call. Don't play that game of I need this and this and this and this to up and down and up and down. Bad. Don't do that. It's a good way to OD.
I guess you're right. Dinner will be ready in a few minutes.
Okay.
Remember me saying the kids aren't always rational? Well, parents can be too rational.
I don't think that that's the lesson here. I think the lesson here is kids are pretty much always irrational and adults are often irrational. Like, what? Whatever. It's a thing for kids. It's a thing for kids. It's a thing for kids. They don't want to say that your parents are irrational. I get it. They are, though.
I mean, they forget what it's like to be a kid. Here...
Remember when you were in elementary school and you had your first breath of refreshing crack?
They don't think that Eddie can...
It's like chewing 5 gum for your sinuses.
...possibly do anything that they told him not to do. So they're pretending that nothing's wrong.
Wow, this kid has done a lot of crack today. Like, for day 1 crack user, this is a lot of crack use.
Taking a shower, Mom. Be right out.
Mother told me you aren't feeling well, Eddie.
I guess I'm better now.
You still don't seem quite yourself, honey.
Why are we lighting our dining room like this? I can't see anything.
I'm okay, really.
Eddie, you know, you've got to be careful. There's a lot of things going around school. Eddie. Up in the...
What's up with again, this is more like a TV show movie thing. In like the 80s and 90s, you see the family at the dinner table together. And the dad's like still in a tie? What's up with that? Like, in the 80s, did like men not go and take their work shit off before they ate dinner? Like, I'm confused. I guess I'm just confused by that trope.
Meaning to ask you
like, would you not before dinner want to, like, get into something comfortable and, like, enjoy your dinner with your family? I don't know. Whatever.
something. Have you heard anything about drugs at school this year? Probably not.
You know, your eyes do seem a bit watery.
They do.
My family didn't have dinner together, so I don't have, like... I don't have a standard for that.
I'll bet what you got is an allergy. It's that time of year, isn't it, Mom?
I'm sure it's just an allergy.
I don't feel so well. I have to go to my room.
Okay, but I'm gonna come up and check on you.
I'll be all right.
Eddie! Eddie!
comfort is a weakness, then I'm the weakest fuck on the planet. The second this stream gets done, I take my makeup off and get as comfortable as possible. Why in the world?
Did an autopsy on the little guy later. Do you know what an autopsy is like?
Yeah, I have HBO.
Ugh. Well, anyway, they found out he had this congenital heart defect. I mean, the doctors didn't even know about it, but crack cured it. You know the way
I get what I understand the dramatic irony they're employing in that wording, but boy, was that certainly a choice.
Anyway, they found out he had this congenital heart defect. I mean, the doctors didn't even know about it, but crack cured it.
So what you're saying is we need to be using crack as a diagnostic tool? I know that's not what he said.
You know the way I figure it? Hey, if cocaine can kill a basketball player or a football player in great shape, a little kid like Eddie, he hasn't got a prayer.
Well, that's it. Pretty terrible stuff, huh?
Right, but let's look at what we've learned.
You don't have to do something just because somebody older than you does it. Make your own choices.
Don't expect drugs to solve your problems. You can solve them yourself, even though it might not be easy.
I mean, get adults involved. You are 14. You're children. So, like, you don't have to solve your problems by yourself. Get some adults involved if you have any you trust.
Remember that your parents aren't perfect, but sometimes they think that you are. But don't worry about that. If you get mixed up in drugs, talk to them. Now, they might get angry and disappointed, but they do love you, and they will listen.
Kagami says, this PSA reminds me of how much misinfo floats around the left about drugs. I once heard a take from someone about this issue who claimed they'd rather deal with an alcoholic than a weed addict because alcoholics will at least acknowledge alcohol would be a problem if they were addicts. Meanwhile, potheads will not only deny the addiction, they'll claim it wouldn't matter because you can't be addicted to weed. Weed can't hurt you. Weed actually helps me. I'm curious about your thoughts. I mean, anything can be a problem for people, but the idea that all alcoholics, or even most alcoholics, admit it is untrue. As a recovered alcoholic myself, no. Like, there's a lot of lampshading that happens where alcoholics will be like, yeah, I'm totally an alcoholic. But if you're not doing anything about it and you're using it as a joke, like, no, you're not really in fully admittance and understanding of what is going on. You don't understand the severity of the situation. So I think that the way that people justify themselves varies from substance to substance because socially they're treated differently. But anything can be a problem. At the very least, you're not going to OD on weed, but it can become a fucking problem if it makes it so you can't function and do your normal life stuff. It can affect your mood, like, you know, like anything. Just practice moderation.
And remember, people who abuse...
MH Darkbeast says, hey Hannah, if you and Baja are ever in Clear, you need to hit the 404 Cafe. The North Shore, happy campers are amazeballs and hand-mixed sodas, and while you no longer drink, there's $12 bottomless mimosas. Oh. I do like a good recommendation for restaurants. Ooh. An actual handcrafted soda does sound pretty good. Ooh. Root beer and toasted marshmallow cream.
Drugs and alcohol, they have a disease, just like any other disease. Only it starts by somebody wanting to have a good time.
Oh, don't forget about the cologne.
Eddie, I knew lots of guys that wear cologne and there's nothing wrong with them.
All right, whatever you say. And another thing, just because you didn't get caught doesn't mean you got away with it.
All right, that's it. Time's up. Oh, we're glad you could come.
See ya.
Oh, could we change the ending of Jill's piece? I am really getting tired of that ending.
Are they gonna... What? You're dead! There's no undoing it! You're dead! Anyway, Fenekagami says, don't most alcoholics just deny they have an addiction and they can't quit they can quit any time, or is that just a stereotype? It's a common defense. I can't speak, like, I'm not a professional on substance abuse issues. All I have are my personal experiences when I was having uncontrolled drinking, you know? I can tell you that that is a common, like, thing in addiction, is people just be like, I can stop, I just, you know. It's a trope for a reason, but everyone's different. Individuals handle their own mental health and addiction struggles differently, so there isn't like a catch-all, but you can find general trends, and that is a phenomena and a way people justify it.
No changes. That's the rules.
Hey, if you're ever around, stop in again.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
Someone once told you if you eat weed, it has 100% of the nutrients you need for that day. Were they confusing weed for potatoes? I think they were thinking of potatoes.
We're facing a great challenge today.
We have come together to bring you this workout tape.
This tape is a result of the efforts of a group of concerned members of the fitness and athletic fields who have come together to make a difference. You can make a difference by buying this tape. Please enjoy it.
Hi, welcome to this exercise workout. Here we go.
God, the sound mixing is so bad. Am I saying Peter is wrong about weed? I am saying Peter is wrong about weed, but that's one of the things he is the closest to... No, not even that. That joke doesn't work. Peter's wrong about weed, but he's wrong about a lot of things, so it's not, like, extra for him. It's just another thing.
That's it. Now together. Easy. Clap. Clap. One more.
Jesus Christ.
Today's average John or Jill Q public has grown weary.
I've not tried the Space Oreos. I'm pretty neutral on Pop Rocks. Like, I'm not anti-Pop Rock, but I'm also not, like, pro-Pop Rock. Like, let me put it this way. Like, when I was a kid, is it a fun novelty? Sure. As an adult, I don't know, novelty candies, it needs to be really novel. Like, I'm not going to get a Pop Rocks or a Baby Bottle Pop or a Ring Pop, because I'm an adult, and I've had them. So if I want a sucker, I'll just get a normal sucker that's easy to eat and won't drip all over my hand, or other various novelties that end up just being a hassle.
Of getting clipped again and again, purchasing products that don't perform. It's like an old record. The fear of hair removal seems to chase us everywhere, robbing us of our confidence and pocketbook. Good, decent citizens spinning their wheels on the stairway to paradise in a relentless search for a fast and easy way to remove hair. It's enough to give you the blues.
I think my bigger issue with Pop Rocks is I'm not a big fan of candy that is just sugar. So I don't really like Suckers or Jolly Ranchers or Nerds. Like, anything that's just, like, sugar, basically, I don't like. I like chocolate. Like, I like stuff like that, and that certainly has sugar, but it also has a lot of other ingredients going on. I don't know.
But now we've arrested the situation and wrapped it up with a product that delivers.
Voila! Here I am today in your TV, teaching you how to wax your own little unwanted hairs right at home. From brows to bikini lines, my name is Vicki Jane, and welcome to the wonderful world of wiki waxing. And remember to test the temperature of your wax before proceeding to wax your hair. Simply dip the tip of your wiki
No, I hate Peeps. Peeps are awful.
stick and try it again. Gold and amber color. A nice warm bath water.
You might want to test wax a small area on your lower jawline and wait 24 hours. Wiki wax is gentle, but all skin types vary.
Wiki Sticks comes in several sizes. The small, thin Wiki Stick, the medium Wiki Stick, the large Wiki Stick, clear Wiki Tape makes
I'd rather
waxing
get an
fun
IPL
because it's
machine or whatever the
see-through,
fuck they're called.
and you're going to be pleasantly surprised at the
Marshmallows are okay. I don't
pans-
like them on their own, though. Like, I very rarely, if we had a bag of marshmallows, I probably wouldn't sit there and just, like, eat marshmallows. I like marshmallows in s'mores. I like marshmallows in hot chocolate. I like them with something. But I couldn't just eat and eat marshmallows.
product. Dip in the
I could maybe have one, and then I'd be like, oh, that's very sugary.
tip of your Wiki Stick. Wow, wasn't that fast? Wasn't that fun? Now, wasn't that easy? You can Wiki wax it again. The upper lip area is fun to wax.
If I'm getting
That's
waxed, I'm going to a
good.
professional.
Very good.
Half the time, I'm nervous when I make my own food. Do you expect me to wax my body?
Little caterpillar.
No, thank you. Peep Lord says, what, bitch?
Well, hey there. You can wax whatever your little heart desires. Just wiki wax it. In the bikini area, it's also helpful to lightly dust the upper legs with talcum powder
Have
before
I ever tried
waxing.
marshmallows on weed? How would I get the marshmallows to smoke?
This is a big job. Thank you again, baby darlings. This is Vicky Jane saying happy wiki waxing. And keep watching.
Is it normal for normal waxing? I don't think it's different. It's just a commercial for her specific product. What is the fucking... If you missed this lady the other day, this is relatively brief, so I'm going to play this again because I love her.
Tina Rena, and you're watching Raw Time, if you didn't already know that. Raw Time.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
You have any carpal tunnel syndrome? Compilation album.
Raw Time.
You know, you're a fucking bitch.
Thank you.
Suck.
Raw Time.
Oh, I got a stiffy right now. Oh, yeah.
Really? Is it gone already? I'm sorry. You know, that happens to a lot of people. It doesn't last long, but if you keep practicing, maybe you can keep it up. You never know. Raw Time.
Hey, what was that last song called?
It was called...
It doesn't matter.
No, you know, it really doesn't matter because it sucked. That's right. You're very good there. Very
you bitch.
Anything else?
Static.
That's it? Raw Time.
Hey, you look like a walking condom with all that vinyl on.
Well, you know, maybe that's what I am, but you must be using some weird condoms if they
You're
look kind of like me, you know? I don't know.
Condoms are made of latex, generally, or cheap skin. If you're allergic to latex. They're not like black leather. Whatever. Anyway.
I said, do you really want to know what cool is? All right, you want to tell them? Yeah, we'll tell them together. Hey, turn on that music, guys. My name is Danny, and I'm here to say when it comes to drugs, just stay away. Don't be a loser, and don't be a jerk. When you play and when you work, I'm Danny. He's Danny. I'm Danny. If you want to be smart, you gotta have a clear head. Drugs will make you crazy. They can even make you dead. If you're drug-free, you can do whatever you dream. So come on and join the Danny team. I'm Danny. He's Danny. I'm Danny. Some could say drugs make you feel all right. If you like
This is Jeff Dunham in the 80s. It's not racist enough to be Jeff Dunham.
feeling sick and throwing up all night. Some kids say drugs give you a real good high. If you want to be stupid and you want to die, I'm Danny. He's Danny. I'm Danny. Some kids say it's fun to smoke a drug called crack. If you like the feeling of the heart attack, hey, crack is fun. I heard some guy said, if you smoke crack, you got a crack in your head. I'm Danny. He's Danny. I'm Danny. Some folks drink whiskey, and then they get nauseous. Before you drink whiskey, you better be cautious. Some folks drink beer, and then they get drunk. They look like a jerk, and they stink like a skunk. I'm Danny. He's Danny. I'm Danny.
Oh God, we're only half. How long does it just repeat?
How about cigarettes? Are they all right? If you want to cough your brains out all day and night, if you're a girl or if you're a fellow, cigarettes make your teeth ugly and yellow. Kids who smoke cigarettes just don't think, because if they did, they know that they stink. I'm Danny. He's Danny. I'm Danny. Well, these kids are smart. I knew it all along. In just a minute, you can help us sing this song. If you don't take drugs, you'll be a lot stronger. You'll be smarter, good looking, and you'll live a lot longer. We're not a bunch of drug-head nerds, so let's all say these Danny words. Now repeat after me, and let's hear you scream. We don't take drugs, you're on the Danny team. That wasn't too strong, it was a little weak. It sounded like a little squeak. Now let's see if you're really strong. Let's hear how loud you can sing this song. Now repeat after Danny, and let's hear you scream. We don't take drugs, you're on the Danny team. We don't take drugs, we're on the Danny team. I'm Danny. He's Danny. I'm Danny. these kids are okay, and they are cool. We're all together here and in school. If you don't join us, it's a crime. So let's all say it just one more time. Let's all shout it, and let's all scream. We don't take drugs, we're on the Danny team. We don't take drugs, we're on the Danny team. Yeah.
Yeah, when you said who's the puppy, I was very confused. I was like, are you watching the wrong stream? I was like, I don't, or am I having a stroke? Is there a puppy I'm unfamiliar with?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hollywood, California.
Steakum, thanks for gifting us up.
The entertainment capital of the world.
You probably want to know what kind of kids are good for commercials. Well, all kinds.
I'm disgusted by the species that I'm a part of for a lot of reasons. Jesus fucking Christ. Ah.
A sailor went to sea to see what he could see, but all that he...
I pulled stuff that I wanted to from the Discord, Demibird. There's other stuff I'm saving, so we'll probably watch your thing another time.
Could see,
I'm almost done for the day. I'm getting tired.
Sea was the bottom of the deep blue sea.
This looks familiar. Is this a show? Do they hit like a big red button and something happens each episode? I feel like I've seen this. This is like a kid's show in the 90s, I think, from Canada.
Went to chop to see what he could chop, but all the sailor went to knee. The sailor went chop knee, but all that time.
Maybe I'm misremembering, I guess. I just thought it looked familiar. Polly has his cracker with 24 months says, hello, all. Hello, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Or at least well.
Are you down, depressed, and out of sorts? When you get up in the morning, do you feel like moldy mozzarella cheese? Well, pop this into your ear, stooge ball. It's the Yoopers' new release. We're still rocking.
The Yoopers? All right. Michigan.
From punk to polka. And we're still rocking.
You feel your face, scratch your butt, take a number 2. Boy, ain't your life tough.
Well, his daddy used to tell his song, get a big truck, or even yo carrying a heavy load.
Is your little handgun broken? Is it shooting high and low?
Vampire surfing girls from Munising Bay. So give me another beer. 20 selections of primal therapy that'll leave you smiling for days. To get your copy of the Yoopers' We're Still Rocking, call the number on your screen or visit a fine retail store near you.
Some adult content, sense of humor required.
That's funny.
Okay, in which show could you have seen Sarah Green killed in a basement?
I can't play that. It's a BBC thing.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I wonder whether justice will prevail for a mystery.
mistrial.
Ain't no grounds for a mistrial.
Of course it's a mistrial. She ain't old enough to be married.
You're out of order!
Kiss my tulips.
Whoa! Help! Hey, kid, listen to me, Wolfgang. You wouldn't cheat your own father, would you?
How can I grow up to be a big bad wolf so we can lead a life of crime?
Ah, you gotta practice lying starting here, huh?
Well, I want to know what that was from now. MH Darkby says, one last recommendation, you should check out A24's first musical, Dicks, the musical. Has Nathan Lane in it. Oh, I like Nathan Lane. Written by two gay men featuring a bunch of LGBT individuals. It does have a song involving God being an F-slur, but it's pretty funny all around. Okay, I'll check it out.
Winning slot secrets. Now you have a fighting chance.
There's no secret! It's a slot machine! This is that same guy from the other video last time we did VHS Vault who was trying to tell you how to win, was it Blackjack? What the fuck game? No, it was even stupider, lottery! He did a video on how to win the lottery! Like, you can't! Why does he keep making videos about how to win things that are entirely based off chance? This was played on Red Letter Media, correct.
Welcome to Las Vegas.
I'm pretty sure it's called... Here it says how to play slots, but I think when they had it on their show, it was under the name, Top Slots Spotting the Best. So I don't know if he released it multiple times under different titles or what.
This growing tourist destination.
It's always funny when, to me, like, the Las Vegas sign, I know it's famous, but it's also, like, the trashiest of, like, city iconography. Like, it looks like it's on the outskirts of Las Vegas, doesn't it? It looks like it's off the strip. It's just the ugliest fucking thing. Oh, it's editing. You nailed it. You're nailing the editing. That video toaster sure is toastin'. We get it. We get it. Oh my god, it's just...
Hey, have you tried slot machines? If you haven't, by all means, indulge yourself.
a lot of headspace.
They are more fun, those one-armed bandits.
You're drifting. You're drifting. You're drifting.
Can just get to you, and you can win up to $10 million.
Where are you
can
going?
win trips. I personally have been on 2 trips won by my husband in slot machine tournaments, and let me tell you, Hawaii is gorgeous. By all means, play those machines.
He's about as good at, like, being a cameraman as he is at playing slot machines, so I think he's nailing it so far.
And have fun.
Just wandering.
With gambling being legalized in so many different states, it's no wonder that everyone wants to visit the ultimate gambling mecca, Las Vegas.
I don't think that follows as a statement. Wouldn't that mean they'd be less likely to go to Las Vegas because they can gamble in their home states? Or did I mishear him? Did he say illegal?
With gambling being legalized in so many different
legalized? No, he said legalized.
States, it's no wonder that everyone wants to visit the ultimate gambling mecca, Las Vegas. Even though this was filmed entirely in Las Vegas, what you learn in this video will help you find loose slots no matter where you play. In this video, we'll cover a variety of subjects, from starting a gambling bankroll to finding those mega jackpots. We'll also show you the insides and outsides of slot machines and tell you the odds that nobody wants you to know.
I feel bad for people with, like, any kind of addiction. Gambling addiction sucks. I feel a little less bad considering he's making this video clearly targeted at other gamblers, pretending he knows secrets that he doesn't. Like, it doesn't cancel it out. But it is really unfortunate. Do you think and the worst part is, you know, any money he made off this VHS tape, if he sold any, he just threw away. He just threw away through his addiction. Sucks. Addiction is awful.
Discipline is probably the most important factor when it comes to gambling. And discipline begins at home. You need to know how much money you want to spend each day, and also how much money you want to win. You need to decide how much money you're able to spend.
Also, if you want a movie that gives you pure anxiety and is all about, like, gambling addiction, please watch Uncut Gems. Excellent movie. Came out in the Criterion Collection a while back.
And start saving a little each day until you reach that goal. Remember, playing with money that you cannot afford to lose is the second worst thing you can do. And the first is getting money on your credit card. Imagine having to pay interest on money that you may have lost gambling.
Happy Madison wasn't
now that you have your
involved
money
in
saved,
Uncut
you need
Gems.
to divide it into equal
Adam Sandler
groups.
was an actor in that. I don't think he was involved other than that.
For as many
I thought it was more like Punch Drunk Love, right? Where he is casted, but he's not involved in the creative process.
days that you plan to gamble.
Like, I don't like Adam Sandler movies, but Adam Sandler can be a good actor. So there are movies that he is good in. Punch Drunk Love, Uncut Gems. Those are the ones that come to mind. There might be more. But...
And then divide it once again into different groups for each session. For future reference, nickel machines are considered low-level play. Quarter machines, medium level, and dollar machines, high level. If you play nickels, you need $50 to $100 per day. If you play quarters, you need $100 to $200 per day. And dollar machines, you need $500 per day. Now that
what if I don't want to spend $500 a day on a slot machine that's going to take my money?
And dollar machine.
Jesus Christ. Someone needs to show this guy The Fever. Has anyone seen the Twilight Zone's episode The Fever?
You need
Franklin.
$500 per day. Now that you know how much money you want to spend, you also need to set a limit on how much money you want to win. Remember, the difference between winners and losers, winners know when to quit.
I think we're beyond that point. You're making a video about this, sir. I think we're beyond knowing when to quit.
Playing slots isn't magic.
Oh wow, he couldn't even keep those shots matched up very well. That's a shame. Why did he move the camera? You had one job between these shots, and it was not to move the camera. God damn it.
Playing slots isn't magic.
Literally, first of all, you can see his fucking arm at the edge here. Oh my god. I literally did this same bit in... Okay, so in high school, whenever we had video projects, I loved it, and I was good at it because I'm familiar. This is sloppy. This is sloppy-ass work. We did the same bit. I did a whole bit where I was trying to play a character that was sort of a pastiche, a joke, about science education or education video characters. So it was sort of like a Bill Nye thing, but my character had powers that they were using to teach the other character about science. The joke was that they don't really care, but I'm still doing it enthusiastically. Anyway, the point is you do the same joke. It's a fucking Bewitched joke. You do the thing, freeze, nothing changes, and then you step out of frame. And then you just edit the part out between those two moments. That's it. What the fuck? Why did you move the camera, you douchebag? This is the easiest shot in the world to do in this day and age, even in the 80s, and you fucked it up. Like, literally, I'll do it right now. Uh-oh, guys. I can't do it. You would edit this, obviously, but you'd just be like, all right, guys, watch me and my magic powers. And then you would not ooh, as much as hustle. And then you'd be out of frame, and then you just edit out the part after I'd snap my fingers. You don't move the camera. Anyway, you can see him right off frame here. You can see his arm poking in. Lazy. Hydrate.
It's just plain correct. Now that you've done your homework...
Oh, so it's
let's
second
go hit the
camera.
slot.
Oh, that's why the camera moved. He had to do it for the second angle, and he shot them all out of order.
Playing correct. Now that you've done your homework, let's go hit the slots. To win big money at blackjack, you have to bet big money. So, to win big money at slots, does that mean you have to bet big money? No. For just $3, you can win millions.
Bewitched or Genie? Bewitched. I don't like Genie. I think Genie sucks. Like, Samantha's trying her best. Genie sucks. Genie's awful and rude. I don't like her.
Everyone agrees that progressive slot machines are probably the worst bets to make. But if you do play them, make sure that you always play the maximum coins. When you walk up to a machine...
He didn't win.
Always read the glass to find out exactly what type of machine...
And this is the part where he just starts...
Now,
he literally just reads off these... He just reads them, and that's it. He doesn't have any actionable tips. Alright, what else we got? Keep an eye out for a familiar face.
The founders of our great country dreamed of a land guided by the highest moral principles. One nation under God. They saw a land where nothing is defended with more passion than religious freedom.
Which religion, video? Which religion?
Where the family is protected as the most important building block of our civilization. And
is that what Thomas Jefferson thought was an important cornerstone of our civilization? Was the 3/5 compromise about families?
Where
I mean, it was, but not the way this video is talking about.
Every human
Jesus
life
Christ.
is respected as
Oh
a
my
unique
God.
gift from the Creator.
School prayer illegal. You can pray in school, you just can't make people pray in school, which is a good thing.
We are
This is from 1997.
living in a time of intense spiritual warfare.
Hi, Bob.
Never before have our country's most fundamental ideals been so aggressively attacked.
Boy, I hope this Bob guy doesn't get older and start cosplaying as a Catholic priest and do exorcisms on the internet.
Not only by political and social forces, but even by major corporations that are committed to supporting activities and behaviors that threaten to destroy our culture. But there's a new movement of hope sweeping across America. A movement to reclaim the moral foundation on which our nation was built. And leading the way is Lifeline, the long-distance phone carrier dedicated to changing the heart and soul of America.
I'm sorry, this is a commercial for a phone company? A Christian phone company. Bob has just been grifting forever, huh? God damn it.
Headquartered in Oklahoma City, Lifeline is blazing trails in the fight to save traditional family values by donating 10%
Dog whistle, dog whistle, dog whistle.
of every domestic long-distance phone bill to Christian ministries and charities nationwide.
What God is doing through Lifeline is truly amazing. In 1991, our first year, we were able to give approximately $50,000 to a handful of ministries. In 1997, we project to give over $20 million to literally thousands of ministries across our country. Out of
I project that a lot of that money went into your pocket, sir.
1,000 long-distance phone companies, Lifeline is now the 12th largest.
As you know, Bob Larson Ministries is dedicated to speaking out for Christ and doing battle with Satan. With groundbreaking radio and television programs, books, and lecturing across the country and throughout the world, we are tackling today's most controversial issues and equipping the body of Christ with the tools to fight the forces of darkness. But continuing this vital work requires substantial resources. That's why I'm so excited about our partnership with Lifeline. No other corporate sponsorship has the power to yield the perpetual monthly funding that Lifeline generates. Now, the mission of Lifeline is twofold. First, to be a river of resources to Christian organizations, ministries.
Is Bob Canadian? I'm actually not sure. Kind of surprised no one's ever done like a big video essay or something on Bob, because he has such a prolific history of this grift. And it's so consistent, there's got to be ample material, you know?
Hey, thing.
This is Bob today, if you've not seen me cover him on Tinfoil Tuesday or whatever. Bob is still doing this shit. He's not Catholic, he's never been Catholic. He wears this because he does exorcisms that he charges people for. And in the movie The Exorcist, the exorcists are Catholic priests, because historically that's who did exorcisms. So it's a costume. The grift is really sad.
That is a logical response from an evil spirit.
Yeah, this is the same guy. He sucks. Moving on.
Due to the violent, unpredictable nature of individuals in today's society, it must be understood that the methods shown in the products used for self-defense in this video may not work in a given situation. It is the viewer's responsibility to comply with all laws in connection with the use of these products, and it is advisable to keep children and animals away from all of the products. The pepper sprays offered by Help Fight Crime America are extremely powerful police-strength sprays. Their use for any purpose other than self-defense may be considered a crime. The use of pepper sprays is not recommended against individuals carrying guns, knives, or other lethal weapons. These sprays must fully engulf the eyes, nose, and mouth of the attacker for full effectiveness. Remember to immediately vacate the area where you have sprayed the pepper spray, or otherwise protect yourself from the fumes. The physical response to these sprays varies from individual to individual. Viewers should be further advised that continuous exposure to the sirens on the car alarm and the home personal alarms will cause serious hearing impairment.
Those things, but I'll check after stream for sure.
Let it be understood that the viewer fully indemnifies Help Fight Crime.
Oh my god, so many disclaimers!
From the use of the information or bits represent physical damage. America.
Yeah, you're not liable, we get it. God damn. Help Fight America is what that looks like. It looks like it says Help Fight America. Graphic design is their passion.
You are about to experience an excerpt of a dynamic crime prevention seminar. A seminar that is highly recommended by the police and is used to train the staffs of companies such as DuPont, Arco, Prudential, Comcast, Core States Bank, and hundreds of others. Upon the completion of this video program, if you would like this training for your group or company, inform our representative and we will schedule a program for you.
Before we begin this training, I'd like to give you some background as to how we started. Most companies that you see do these types of seminars will go into a company or a group
And there'll be like a police officer or a security person standing behind a podium and explaining what a person should do during a certain crime. There's really nothing wrong
I
with
don't
that.
necessarily think they
until the
got
moment
sued
of the
before
crisis when
this.
that
I just think their
person has to
lawyers were like, you got to put this giant thing in front of it because you're selling weaponry. You're selling like less lethal weaponry, so you need a lot of disclaimers. I don't blame them.
sit there and say, what did this guy tell me to do? I don't remember. Well, rather than have you have to learn fancy plans and all kinds
Oh,
of...
someone sent me something. Hold on, I gotta see what it is. I forgot to open this. We got the TV show, The Magicians, which I've never seen. I know someone mentioned that on stream before, though, so that's cool. The other one I'm very excited to show you guys. I don't know who got it, but thank you. I know that was on Sci-Fi, I think. And then... the second thing, which is exciting, it's actually funny, I watched this a while back with some friends. Like 2 weeks ago. Face Off, but in 4K. I could eat a peach for hours. Thank you, whoever sent that. Appreciate it. Deal with those later.
of karate moves and jiu-jitsu moves and so on. What we're going to attempt to do today is to teach you pre-planning. The way this was developed is we actually hired hundreds of ex-cons, and their job was to go before actual families and sit with them in their home, at the ATM machines, subway cars, parking lots, and actually attack them. Now, that may sound a little strange. Of course, these families were volunteers. But what we did was we let the family deal with the criminal without rules, meaning that the criminal did whatever he really used to do. The ex-con did whatever he used to do, and the family reacted as they thought was appropriate.
Is this a good idea?
The problem with that is that a lot of it looked like television. You saw the ex-con knowing what they would do because they grew up learning from the television set, and they thought they knew what to do, but in reality, when you'll see this on film, you'll see that most of us react improperly. So during this film, what we're going to do is let you watch.
So my understanding is that we are going to watch a family be terrorized in a simulated violent crime. I picked the right video.
Watch different scenes going down. We'll stop the film at certain points, and when the film fades to black...
To be clear, they know this is happening. They know they're doing it. It's just kind of funny. Does anyone remember the show? There was a reality show where they had, like, ex-house break-in people break into people's houses to, like, basically advertise security systems. It was a shame. It was a pretty fucked up show.
At that point is to holler out your answer and give what you think should be appropriate, and then the film will come back up and we'll show you the responses, both improper, proper, and so on. Also during the film, we'll be showing you the use of different products that are available in the stores, in the gun stores, how they work, how they should be used, not used, and at the end of the video, you'll be shown in detail by myself more about each of these products, so that if you do want to get them either from us or from the stores, you'll at least know how to use them and so on. So again, when the film fades to black, make sure that you holler out your answer, and then the film will come back up and show you what to do. So let's have some fun and begin here.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Everyone is asleep on the second floor.
Honey, wake up. Did you hear that?
Oh, this is scripted. Go fuck yourself.
Leave me alone, but always hearing things.
It's not even just scripted, it's ADR. They're not even saying the actual
I heard
lines
that.
there, or at least
I'll
we're not
get
hearing
Kathy
their
in here.
on-set.
Hurry up and call the cops.
What's wrong, Daddy? Where are we going?
Stay in here with Mommy.
Adam, the phone Jonas did.
I'll be right back.
No, Adam.
Mommy,
We're going
I'm
into the
scared.
Reaganomics bunker.
Can you name the 4 things they did wrong? Now let's see how fast you can answer these 4 questions about fire. As soon as you know the answer, shout it out. If you have a grease fire, do you throw water on it?
No.
Did
They're gonna be like, if you know all these fire safety things, why don't you know safety about random strangers breaking into your house? Because I'm more likely to be involved in a fire by a lot.
you say no? If you have a hot door, do you open it?
How am I feeling that day? Just a thought.
Did you say no? Do you walk or crawl through smoke? Did you say crawl? If someone catches on fire, throw them down, stop, drop, and...
Run!
Did you say roll?
Damn.
Why could you answer all of these questions about fire so quickly? And did you notice that everyone agreed? Yet in one of the most common crimes, a house break-in, everyone has different opinions?
One of the most common crimes? I feel like your definitions are kind of fucked.
Because you have been trained about fire since you were a child. No one seems
They
to
act like people are kicking in your door in the middle of the night to, like, murder you and steal your shit. Like, daily. Like, this is gonna happen constantly. Most places that is not super common to the point that it's, like, this... Like, I don't know how to explain this in a way that this suburbanite needs to understand. People who are committing crime aren't evil villains, generally, that are trying to hurt you for fun. Most people committing crime are desperate due to whatever extenuating circumstances, and they want stuff. They want to steal your stuff because they're desperate and want money, generally. They're not going to come into your house in the middle of the night unless they're, like, really out there mentally and aren't thinking, which is certainly possible, but it's not likely. If you're going to get robbed from, most likely they're going to break into your house when no one's home and just try and grab shit.
training us about crime, yet the likelihood of you being a victim of a violent crime within your lifetime is 80%.
What? Repeat that.
Since you were a child. No one seems to be training us about crime, yet the likelihood of you being a victim of a violent crime within your lifetime is 80%.
Where in the ass are they getting that statistic? That is some nonsense. Hydrate. You think 80% of people in their lifetimes are victims of a violent crime? Oh my god.
That means 8 out of 10 of you who are watching this video right now will probably be faced with violence. That is unacceptable in itself. But to have no idea...
Like, I feel like in this statistic, are you including, like, domestic abuse? Stuff like that? Like, things that aren't... I feel like they're including a lot of things in this at best, they're including a lot of things in this that have nothing to do with housebreaking. You know what I mean? And I don't even know if it's that generous. They may have just made this number up completely.
how to respond is even worse.
I had noticed him right across the street. Now, I guess he tried pretend like he didn't see me type thing, and I was hoping that he didn't see me. So I walked over. I looked behind me and I didn't see anybody. So I'd walked 2 blocks over and then crossed over. I tried like making as much of a zigzag as possible. Next thing you know, he's right behind me, and I didn't even notice. I turned around this way, and then when he came over that way, he had pulled me over and threw me against the wall.
Alright, the video's not fun anymore. Moving on. We just want to watch people being hit by a car for a while. This is a single about a football coach? Okay.
Don't like losing. Iron Mike. He don't do the shuffle. Iron Mike. He does the touchdown hustle. He won't.
I understand that players are really popular, and I've definitely heard of Mike Ditka before. Like, I assume he was a former player turned coach or something. Why was he this popular? He's a... What?
Don't ever say quit. Calls it like he sees fit. So don't forget it. Iron Mike. Iron Mike.
It's just the high-fiving. What's that? Okay.
He don't do the shuffle.
They're practicing for their Eiffel Tower later. God damn it. Referencing, let's see. From 1997. Age patterns of victims of serious violent crime. Vulnerability to violent crime victimization varies across the age spectrum. The victimization rates increase through the teenage years, crested around 20, and decrease throughout the remaining years. This pattern, with some exceptions, exists across all sex, race, ethnic groups. 1992 to 94, the rate of serious violent crime ranged from 37 per 1,000 persons to age 12 to 14 to 50 per 1,000 persons to age 18 to 21 to 3 violent crimes per 1,000 persons age 65 and older. Sorry, I'm trying to see where they're getting, like, the 80%. Because, like, nothing so far is indicating that high of a level, so I'm confused. Are they misreading it, or is there, like, a stat in here that's just weird? Because this is very long. And I'd have to actually go through this. Scroll down. That doesn't help. There's a lot of pages. Scroll down where?
Hi, Vale. Hi, Vega. Today we are going to talk about electrical devices at home. To prevent accidents with electrical devices, it is important not to touch cables and not play with them.
What? I mean, yeah. Good advice, I guess. Yeah, I don't know where the specific data you're asking me to look for is. Scrolling down doesn't help when there's this many pages. I don't know the stat here.
New dice.
That was something someone sent. What was the bucking thing? Epoxy.
Doc, are you feeling all right? You want to start the show now?
Captain Pike joke, fair enough.
Should we start it with the first number then? Okie dokie.
Why didn't Kirk think of that? Wrong link. Yeah, that'll help. Lifetime Bureau, U.S. Department of Justice, likelihood of victimization. 1987. Interesting, so they got this number, which if it says 80, I'm not sure. Let me see what it says. Total population. It does say 83%, but it's getting it based on taking the overall chance of being victimized at any given age and then treating them as additive. Is that a fair methodology? I don't know. That seems fucking crazy to me. 80% of people in their lifetime? Seems like a lot.
Well, you know, you're a sweet little industrial glue. Epoxy.
Right, because they're adding people who are victimized at certain ages. You're still pulling from a pool of entirely people who have been victimized? So how are you drawing conclusions from that? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a very wrong statistic based on really bad, like, reasoning.
You know just what I'm gonna do with you. Epoxy. I'm gonna take you home and put together my broken bone. You've got to bond real tight, real tight. Ooh, epoxy. Last forever. Epoxy.
Why?
You'll bond any two materials together. Epoxy. I'd like to thank DuPont and 3M for sending me this gift from heaven. You've got to bond real tight. Real tight.
Is this a direct satire of another song? Because, like, the guitar chords sound very familiar to me. Like, this song sounds familiar, but the words aren't. Foxy, Foxy Lady. It's Foxy Lady. Epoxy, Foxy Lady. It took me a sec, sorry. Oh, don't put okay, it's not. It's a prop. He's not putting real epoxy in his hair. Oh god, I'm getting flashbacks to that lady who put Gorilla Glue on her hair because she thought it was an off-brand of the Gorilla Snot hair stuff. The nice thing about me feeling like I want something to end is that I actually control the computer. So for me, it's actionable.
What do you think?
Whoa. Very nice. Look at that.
Just picked them up from the game store yesterday.
Good color.
Oh,
That's
Paul
frosted.
Allen.
And the numbering is something called Elven Forest.
It's very cool, Ben, but that's nothing. Look at this.
That is really
The subtle
nice.
off-white
Clear
coloring.
with Baldarian type. What do you think?
Nice. Jesus. That is really super. How did a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
I can't believe Foster prefers Dez's dice to mine.
But wait. You ain't seen nothing yet. Smooth edges. New dwarfen. Steel.
Impressive. Very nice. Let's see Greg's dice.
Nice touch with the smoking over there, like the movie.
Look at that subtle off-gray coloring. Tasteful weight of it. Oh my god. It even has a sapphire.
Something wrong, Ben? You're sweating.
There's a Pokemon version of this scene.
Marstomp would like to show off a new Pokemon card.
Well, that's from the official Pokemon channel. Nintendo scares me enough where I'm not going to play that. Alright, I'm done for the day. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm glad I didn't spontaneously combust upon sitting in front of a camera, so that's good. I should be back tomorrow for, I don't know, I should be back tomorrow for probably Sovsits? Don't know. Anyway, have a great night, and I'll see you later. Adios. Love you too, Mr. Blast. Bye, everyone.